Welcome to another video of Seibert Media. I have a guest, it's Chris. Hi Chris.
Hey Martin, thanks for having me.
I'm super pumped you're here. First, pumped that you're here physically, but also proud that we can announce something. Maybe you do that.
Yeah, so I've joined the Seibert team. It's been very exciting. Me and Martin have been speaking for years about this. We're very different people, but I'd say our values are aligned, and I've always wanted to build an incubator. But obviously the technical side of things isn't my forte, so this is quite an exciting partnership, I think.
Yeah, a lot of employees are already making fun of me. How many messages did you and Chris exchange today? Did Chris send you a heart today? So like, say, oh, I wrote Chris this and that, and he gave me a heart on that. Oh, and did he give you a heart today as well? Did you get your daily heart of Chris? And so we've been in close contact for quite a while. Thank you for all the time that you've invested in that. When this started to materialize, I thought, oh, the dinosaur. Tell us a little bit about the dinosaur. We've been talking so much about the dinosaur.
This really bothers me. It's fun for me. So my philosophy with marketing is try everything. Just give your teams the freedom to make mistakes. No idea is a bad idea. And unfortunately, some of our worst ideas are the ones that get noticed the most. We've done a lot of things, not just a dinosaur and a hip hop video that helped us grow 2 apps to platinum status. But yeah, when you experiment, when you have a culture of yes and creativity and giving people enough free reign to do what they want, occasionally someone dresses up as a dinosaur and runs on stage in Las Vegas and has to be escorted off by security. Things happen.
I found out that you're a very deep person. I don't know whether this translates well, but there's a lot of skills and values that you bring to the table that will be very helpful for Seibert Media. I am very looking forward to exploit that with you together. We've been maintaining an image of being a company that is very well suited and skilled at marketing and sales. And yet we need someone like Chris to help us do that. Explain a little. And just be honest, I think there's a lot that you can see already from our conversations, and it's probably making the video better if we just...
If I'm too honest, perhaps you'll cut me, but I happen to know you love your transparency and openness, so probably not. I think Seibert does good marketing. I think, for big enterprise customers who are looking for just steady and true, you tick all the boxes. But, having blitz scaled 2 apps to platinum in less than 2 years, there are just some hacks that you can do. Some of your teams might not like, but some desperately needed that I think can really help give apps the head start they need. Mm-hmm. And I think, the Atlassian ecosystem's changed. I wasn't the first person to start doing aggressive growth hacking, but I definitely proved to all the doubters that it really makes a big difference and moves the needle. I think you need to meet people where they are. So there's a lot of great marketing skills and tactics that need to be employed, because at the moment everyone's competing with bigger and bigger and better funded competition. And although 8 years ago you could just build an app good enough that they would come and find it, now it's much more competitive waters. And I think for the average bedroom developer, not only is the technical compliance tricky for them, but having to do all the marketing work, and then you find a big customer, you find a big bank. And everyone rejoices when they get that first email from a bank, right? But then you have to start going through the compliance and all the account management. And as we realize in the ecosystem, the first person you talk to probably doesn't have the budget or authority to make the deal close. So you need to talk to their boss and their boss's boss and then the procurement team and all the things that technical devs just don't want to do. So I'm really excited working with your teams, taking the good work they've already done. And I have already asked these questions, like, we do this, we doing this, we doing this, and very often the answer is, oh no, we didn't think of that, or oh, we tried it and it didn't work. Well, it does, done correctly. So I'm really excited to see where I can move the needles, and some things might have just worked for my apps historically, they don't work for all. So this is the joy of an incubator, as you work out what can be ported across and copied between apps and ideas and shared, or what's unique to a certain persona or a certain target market.
So what I've loved about Chris so far is his willingness, as you described already, to try and still fail, and not be I'm the, don't know whether that translates, but the white knight coming and reigning the situation. No, it's I'm going to come in and try things.
Make
and,
mistakes.
Fail and then try something else. And let me answer this question: why does Seibert Media need someone like you? From my personal point of view, so we're a 420 employee company now, and it's way beyond what I do or can do. We were doing services back then, trying to do products, failed at products for 15 years until we get the first product that actually worked. And so selling services is going on site to customers. That's really pre-COVID. So we started in 1996. So I was traveling a lot. I was calling customers a lot. We didn't do cold calling, but they would call. They would have challenges. We'd write offers, try to accommodate their needs. So it was all this marketing and sales was in the first years was all on me. I was doing all the traveling, all the marketing, all these things. And then more and more people came on. They matured and became better and better. I tried not to do things that other people could do better than I could. And nowadays, I'm no longer in marketing and sales. So it's kind of like, it's kind of the past. And when you came and we started talking, I think, oh, this is what I used to do one day. That's something that we need to do, but we don't do it like this, especially not for our apps business. Our apps business, as it is right now, the apps that we build, they're all free. And I thought, why are those apps free? Oh, it's because you're not doing marketing and sales. You're not going out to the customer. You're not doing these things that you did when you were 17. So, and that's something where, and you've built an organization that is tailored to doing exactly that. And that really makes a difference. In my opinion. So it's early, we're just starting, so still other things.
Yeah, it should be fun. I think marketing and sales get a bad reputation, especially those that don't understand it. They think we do all sorts of negative tactics, harass people, cold call. None of that works. Like the truth is, done well, marketing, sales, customer support, product are all working in perfect alignment. You actually care about people and you actually want to get the right message to the right people. So, done well, marketing can inform, okay, well, all the customers we speak to are more interested in this feature than that feature. So you can have really positive feedback loops. And done properly, the customer should be glad to talk to someone that actually cares and understands their needs. So I'm not trying to be some spammy, scammy, cold calling salesman. What I want to do is help technical product owners just take that work off them so they never have to get involved in marketing and sales again.
And I think there's a special magic that in this, you've described the world that changed. So nowadays you can just upload an app to the Atlassian marketplace and be successful no matter how good or bad it is. And there's still, like, if we look at competitors for some apps that we build, I'm disgusted. I think that, this is nothing that you can do to a customer. And yet, you're obviously earning a lot of money with that. That's unfair. It's something that should never have happened. But they were so early that there were no alternatives, and the customer needed that feature, so they still buy the software.
We have a moral obligation to take those customers from those terrible legacy tools.
If you're a founder and you want to work with us, he'll tell you that story. I think what is something that is desperately needed today is that you said, the technical founders, they hate marketing and sales and they think it's like black magic and you shouldn't be engaging with that at all, product-led growth, blah, blah, blah. But if you can have marketing and sales get you the first few customers, it's such a big difference. It's also a marketing term called ideal customer profile, where you like try to find out who is benefiting the most, and so I'll laser focus on this target group so I can really exploit the value and utility of my product for them. And you cannot do this without proper marketing and sales, and you need it from day one, because otherwise you'll build something, and I don't know how people think they'll do it with Google Analytics and counting clicks, but you have to talk to people to understand value. And that talking is nothing that comes natural. Everyone in the Atlassian marketplace does not want to talk to you. They want to download the app, try it, be surprised and overwhelmed how awesome this is, and just use it and ride towards the sunset.
And the truth is, no one wants an app, right? Everyone wishes that Atlassian did it themselves.
Yeah.
The best way to find customers is people complaining, why doesn't Jira do this?
There are some integrations, like when you want Miro in a conference page or something, then you obviously know that an app is needed. But Atlassian could have done that, and then I don't need an app that integrates.
Lucky for us, they didn't.
Yeah, cool. So what can people that watch this video that is taking on and on, what can they take out? What's the next step? What call to action?
I think a few things. Seibert Media is looking to partner with other app vendors who want to aggressively grow their apps. I believe that with the right marketing, sales, support, infrastructure behind them, it's different if someone wants to sell, if someone wants to be acquired, if someone wants an exit for lots of money. That's different. What I don't want anyone to do is have to sell because they need the money, because it's too long, it's too stressful, I want to give people the option, and I want to form a pirate armada, bunch of different apps. We all have our freedom, no one owns anyone, but we just work together for the mutual good.
I liked your image that you painted, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, when you said, oh, there's been this hierarchy of like, I'm buying you, now I do this to you. That will be obsolete tomorrow, when people will want only to marry, not because someone had a contract or someone put a lot of money in that, but they came and married because they love one another. And if they didn't, they got a divorce. So and I think the picture is very powerful, because this is something that is an outlook that I like for business. I don't want people to work for other people. I would want people who work with other people, and may only be cheap talk or one word, but it makes a whole lot of difference if you think you're part of the game and you want to use the paddle and row in the boat, or you just say, oh, I need to do this for 8 hours so that I can do something else that I actually want to do. And transforming this image of work being a disgusting thing that I have to do to have my cool life, into work being an integral part of things that give me energy to thrive.
The fun, the passion, the creativity.
Is something that is true for employees, in my opinion. We need to do this to employees, that they get this identification and want to work with us. But it's the same for founders. I think it's the ultimate reason why you become a founder in the first place, that you want to maintain that passion. And I'm hoping that together we can build an even more attractive picture, and actually offering for people to join and to see a different way of business emerge and create it. Yeah.
I think it's possible, but let's see.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.